Alright, I just got my fresh Star magazine in the mail, and the big story on the cover of the new Star magazine, hot off the press, just out now. Mary-Kate Olsen, pregnancy shocker, dun dun dun. So, who's Mary-Kate Olsen? You remember the Olsen twins on the, what is it, Family Affair, or New House, or what was that show again? I can't remember that show. They were on the Dream House or something. Let's see if I can see. I don't remember, but it was that show that they were on. They were twins, and they were on some show, Family Affair or something. I don't remember. But anyway, here's the story. Mary-Kate and Ashley, baby drama. Dun dun dun. Bump alert. Their relationship may not be able to survive this. Telltale tummy, normally stick thin. Mary-Kate tried to cover a conspicuously rounder belly when she was spotted out and about in LA on January 3rd. So yeah, they are rail thin. I think they're both drug users too, and I know they both are heavy smokers. So just nicotine and coffee and probably amphetamines and all the speed. You know, the Hollywood drug thing, I'm sure it's incredible. And a lot of people don't know, these twins are billionaires. I mean, they got into clothing and, I don't know, they did all kinds of things, and they made themselves $1 billion. They're billionaires. So, all right, with a blissed out, happily married Mary-Kate ready to start a family, sources say her very single sister Ashley is seething with jealousy. All right, here it is. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen aren't known for blending bling or sparkle into their minimalist fashion line, The Row, but they made an exception this New York Fashion Week. Okay, so that's how they make their money. They've got a clothing line, and it's called The Fashion. It's called The Row. All right, the 31-year-old designers. Okay, so they're designers. They're fashion designers. I wonder if they went to college for that, or they just probably use the sweat of some poor person that's really the designer, and they take credit for it. That's what I think. But all right, so the 31-year-old, so they're both 31 years old, they're twins. Designers gifted guests at their February 12th show goodie bags with some special rocks inside. Not jewelry, but palm-sized gemstones of white quartz, symbolizing universal harmony, and black tourmaline to repel and block negative energy. So they're witches. They must be, you know, they're probably Satan worshipers and witches too. And they use, you know, a lot of witches use stones like this to cast spells. They probably casted spells on everyone. Now, I do know that these stones are also used by Wiccans and white witches and people who heal people. So not everybody that uses stones are witches or evil, Luciferian devil worshippers, but these two probably are, because they're Hollywood. Hollywood, pretty much everybody in Hollywood is a Luciferian Satan worshipper. And everybody knows that. Okay, getting back to the story. The seemingly inseparable twins could use a little crystal power themselves these days. Sources say that after suffering a heartbreaking miscarriage 5 years ago, Mary-Kate and her husband of 2 years, 48-year-old French financier Oliver Sarkozy, are ready to start a family. But instead of sharing her sister's baby joy, Ashley is fuming with jealousy. They've been at each other's throats and fighting over the littlest things ever since Mary-Kate broke the news to Ashley that she and Oliver are trying for a baby, spills an insider. They put up a good front at the fashion show, but behind the scenes, it was a nightmare. Ashley is absolutely jealous. Dashed dreams. As it turns out, Mary-Kate may have already conceived. Spotted outside West Hollywood's Sushi Park restaurant on January 3rd, the petite star sported what appeared to be a baby bump under her bulky, oversized black sweater. No one would be surprised if she's expecting, since she and Oliver have been ready to have a baby for more than a year now, tattles a pal. The couple were shocked but thrilled when Mary-Kate reportedly got pregnant shortly after they started dating in May of 2012, only to be devastated when she lost the baby a few weeks later. That was really painful. The source adds, but Oliver was totally there for her. The tragedy also drew Mary-Kate even closer to Ashley. Not long after the miscarriage, Mary-Kate showed up at the New York's Carlisle Hotel for an event related to their Ultra Luxe fashion line? Okay, I couldn't read that because I've never read that word before. Their Ultra Luxe fashion line, The Row, with a concerned-looking Ashley sticking protectively by her side. Ashley is so used to them doing everything together, wearing each other's clothes and even finishing each other's sentences, dishes the insider. I'm sure she thought they'd also get pregnant at the same time. Instead, Ashley feels left behind as her sister starts a new family without her. Possibly a big one. Being a twin, the chances are high Mary-Kate could have a set herself, which would be a double heartache for Ashley. The tipster tattles. Her friends don't believe she'll want to be part of any baby shower because it'll just be a reminder of everything her sister has that she doesn't. So she's jealous. So, sad state of affairs. One thing Ashley doesn't seem to have is much luck in love. Her long string of failed liaisons includes a romance with disgraced cyclist Lance Armstrong. What's up with that Lance Armstrong? He lost all of his gold medals because he was doping. He was taking all kinds of drugs or steroids or something, and then what happened is he had testicular cancer and they had to cut him off. I don't know what happened to that guy, but it was a big controversy for a long time. They wanted to take his gold medals. I'm not sure. Did they take them? Put it down in the comments. Did they take Lance Armstrong's medals away, and does he have his balls still? Please put that in the comments. I have no idea for everybody. Okay, Lance Armstrong, whom she dated for a few months in 2007. And a 2-year relationship with the Hangover star Justin Bartha, which imploded in 2011 after they reportedly got engaged. In 2016, she hooked up with art dealer and Oliver lookalike Richard Sachs, 58, and then went public with their romance on double date with Mary Cash and Oliver at the Knicks game in Madison Square Garden, but the fling fizzled after only 5 months. Alright, so Family Feud. Mary-Kate wasn't taking a dig at her sister, but hearing those words had to hurt Ashley, insists the insider. She has been looking for Mr. Right and not finding him. So that would be the main story of the Star. Now, getting into the Star, let's see what the next big stories are. Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman, big little feud. It's certainly no lie that there's a war brewing as Meryl Streep muscles in on Nicole Kidman's spotlight. So I think what happened was Nicole Kidman won a Golden Globe or two, and Meryl didn't win nothing this time. She got totally snubbed. Well, you know what, Meryl? You've won enough anyway, and we don't want to hear your political BS crap. Just be if you're going to be an actress, great. You act, that's fine. We don't want to hear all your political crap at these award shows. It's not the place for your agenda. You know what? You've got the money. Have a press conference. Pay for it. Go rent a big hall and have a bunch of press come and do a press conference about all your political crap. Your ultra-liberal, left-wing drivel. Alright, so that's a big story there. Meryl Streep is 68 years old, having a big fight with Nicole, and she's 50. Didn't know she was 50. Alright, what's the next big story here? Looks like Jen is adopting alone. Alright, so Jennifer Aniston broke up with her husband, Justin Theroux, and Jennifer is going to adopt a kid on her own. Alright, 61 pounds down, Blake's body after baby. So Blake Lively lost 61 pounds after she had her baby. Wow. Unbelievable. The Good Doctor, bad at dating. Okay, so that the geeky Good Doctor actor Freddie Highmore may have more in common with his awkward character than people think. A friend reveals that despite tons of fawning female fans, the cute Brit hasn't been on a date in 9 years. Well, maybe he's gay, everyone. Dumb people. Maybe he doesn't like women, okay? So there, I'm going to say it. The geeky good doctor actor Freddie Highmore is gay. That's why he doesn't have dates. Okay, so Brady Brooklyn. Brooklyn who? Brooklyn Beckham. Okay, so the kid of the Beckhams, Brooklyn Beckham, is a brat, big time. Just super brat. He's dropping out of college. Well, you know what? His parents got millions and millions of dollars. Alright, I didn't know about this, but Julia Louis-Dreyfus has cancer. She's got breast cancer, it looks like. So Julia Louis-Dreyfus, brave cancer battle. Breast cancer-stricken Seinfeld star Julia Louis-Dreyfus drew gasps as she ambled across the parking lot looking gaunt and frail on February 13th. But just 24 hours later, the actress took to Twitter to issue a message to the deadly disease. Hey, cancer, F you. So you can check that on Twitter. The spunky Veep leading lady used social media to give an optimistic post-procedure update to fans, tweeting, "Hurrah! Great doctors, great results. Feeling happy and ready to rock after surgery." And a friend reveals to Star that Julia's sense of humor has been her best ally in her fight for her health. Now that she's had the surgery, she's feeling really good about the future, says the pal. So she probably had a double mastectomy. It's usually what they do. Julia is so grateful for all the love and support, and you can bet she'll use this experience to help women who are going through the same thing. Guess I didn't know that, but here's the thing. People don't know. If you don't know, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the sole heir to the Dreyfus Fund. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is a multi-billionaire. I don't mean just 1 billion, multi-billionaire. She's got so much money, you wouldn't even believe it. And she's bored. That's why she's in Hollywood, doing all these Seinfeld and, in television shows, movies, whatever. She's just bored. She's got more money than a lot of people. So she's super rich. People would know that. Now, cancer, cancer sucks. Everybody knows that. There's a lot of things that cause cancer. There's a lot of theories out there. I think it's chemicals. I think glyphosate is one thing that causes it. What is glyphosate? Well, it's made by Monsanto, and it's a insecticide. It's a herbicide. It kills, I think it kills weeds, and it also kills some insects. And it's used, farmers use it to increase the yields of their wheat and everything. And that's another aside. Gluten. All you people out there, gluten's bad for you. Well, what? Gluten is bread. The wheat and whatever. It's been around for 20,000 years. People have been cultivating and eating gluten. Okay, 20,000 years, as far back as you can go in history. People have been eating gluten with no problems. And then all of a sudden, I've got a gluten intolerance. No, you don't have any gluten intolerance, people. It's glyphosate. It's the pesticide, herbicide crap that they're spraying on all the food you eat. That's what you're intolerant of. Get it right. Go ahead, eat all the gluten you want. Just get organic gluten. Don't get this glyphosate crap. And you know what? Glyphosate is banned pretty much everywhere in the world except the United States. Why is that? I wonder why. Europe's banned it, everything else, just like fluoride. Fluoride's banned in just about every country except for the United States, of course. Fluoride's really bad for you too, and I won't rant into that, but you can go research that yourself. Why would you put it in your drinking water? Just to dumb you down. Fluoride's put in the water to dumb you down. That's it. The little bit of it that flows past your teeth isn't going to help you at all. It goes right into your body. Alright, let's see. Back to Julia's cancer. Hey, cancer is caused by a lot of things. Like I said, glyphosate, probably your cell phones, your smart meters, your cell phone towers, lots of different things. But guess what? Cannabis oil. Cannabis oil cures cancer. It's true. So you can research it yourself. It's all over the internet. People have used it to cure cancer. Now, what you need to do is, I guess, you got to live in a state where it's legal, like Colorado, and I guess it's legal in California now. So you take marijuana or hemp or whatever, cannabis, and you process it to make cannabis oil, and then you eat it, and it cures cancer. Don't believe me? Go research it yourself. All right, so Taylor Klaus's Carly off her BFF list. So Taylor Swift is no longer friends with Karlie Kloss, and she hates Katy Perry too. You know, I don't think Taylor Swift gets along with anyone, and she's been out with so many guys, and the guys shall dump her like a box of rocks. You know, I've heard Taylor Swift's actually a man, transgender. I've heard it many times. Put your comments in. I want your comments on cancer. I want your comments on cancer cures. I want your comments on cancer causes. I want your comments as Taylor Swift, I'm really a man. I don't know. I'm just telling you. I've heard it. Okay, rising stars. Queen Latifah will receive an honorary Doctor of Fine Arts degree from Rutgers. Really? Drake, he bought $50,000 worth of groceries for shoppers in Florida and gave the same amount to a women's shelter. That's nice. Katharine McPhee, the Smash actress, will join the cast of Broadway's Waitress. You know, she's good looking and she's very talented. Luann du Lesseps, the Roni star, rejected a plea deal in her arrest and be back in court. I don't know who that is. Omarosa, Pierce Morgan claims she called him a gay slur when he rejected her advances on Celebrity Apprentice. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's see what else stories we got here. Star shots. Okay, what's good about the stars, they've got a lot of good pictures and photographs, and then they describe it. And people send them photographs from all over the world of celebrities, and then they get paid for it. So if you can get a story or a picture of celebrities doing whatever, you can get paid by the star. Send it in. Make yourself some extra money if you live or you're around any celebrities. Alright, soap dish. There's all kinds of pictures here. There's a picture of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. There's one with Natalie Portman and Gina Rodriguez. And there's just tons of that here. And unless you see the picture, it's not really even worth reading the story. But what I'll do is just go through this quick. Oh, it looks like Chloe Grace Moretz just turned 21. So she's legal to do anything she wants now, but she's already been doing everything. Looks like supermodel Christie Brinkley. She used to be married to Billy Joel, but I think she turned 64. Wow, 64, and she looks fantastic. Well, she's a supermodel, and she's probably had plastic surgery, but maybe not. Put it down there. Do you know if she's had plastic surgery? Put it in the comments. Christie Brinkley, if you didn't remember. Alright, Miranda Lambert. Let's see. What other stories we got? Pick of the week, hot backpack. There's a lot of good stuff in here. The best of the week, fashion show. Okay, Jen dating after divorce. Okay, so Jennifer Garner embraces the single life after splitting from Ben Affleck. So she's still looking good. I don't know how old she is. Oh, she's 45. So, Jennifer Garner's prayers, have they been answered? The 45-year-old actress was spotted smiling and walking arm in arm to church with a mystery man in Los Angeles on February 11th. The friends couldn't be happier to see the mother of three finally moving on from her ex-husband, Ben Affleck. Ben is obviously a well-loved member of the church, and it would appear she's caught the attention of a few of the single men. So, yeah, duh. She's really cute. So, let's see. Miley and Liam Point Break. Flirt Fest. Ewan dumped by his mistress. Who's that? Oh, Ian McGregor? Is that fight guy? I think it's a different Ian McGregor. I think I'm thinking of something else here. Ian McGregor ended his 22-year marriage to Eve Mavakaris after he was caught making out with Fargo co-star Mary Elizabeth Winstead, only for the actress, 33, to cut their passionate love affair short just 4 months later. So he got his wife dumped, and then the chick dumped him. Oh, too bad. Bill Hader's messy divorce. Okay, Bill Hader was one of the guys on Saturday Night Live, and I don't think his career went very well after he left, but talk about a train wreck. Bill Hader and his wife, filmmaker Maggie Carey, are divorcing after 11 years of marriage. And irreconcilable differences doesn't even begin to cover it. Bill is always working, which meant that Maggie had to put her career in the back burner. Oh, well, they're getting divorced. And let's see what other stories we've got here. Closer Than Close. Yeah. Meet Angie's Nanny. Okay, so we've got Angelina Jolie has a new guy in her life, and the kids definitely approve. Alright, Family Man. The handsome 21-year-old looked like a natural around Angelina's blended brood last August and managed to put a smile on Mom's face too. So, okay, Angelina Jolie dumped Brad Pitt, and now, or maybe he dumped her, I don't know. And now she's shacking up with a 21-year-old. Well, guess what? That's only going to last about a week. Angelina Jolie has seemed determined to prove that she can do it all without Brad Pitt, even when it means carting her entire homeschooled brood around the world. But actress, single mom, activist, humanitarian, Luciferian, Satan worshiper, finally admitting she needs a little help. Angelina, 42, so she's 42, has recently been spotted with a young male caretaker. 21-year-old Oscar Crane, an aspiring filmmaker, probably a fellow Satan worshiper. Everybody knows Angelina Jolie is a Luciferian, Satan worshipping, devil worshiper. What else do we got? Cameron Diaz, pregnant at 45. Okay, Cameron Diaz. Have you ever seen her without makeup? Scary stuff. But she's 45 and she's pregnant. Wow, that's pushing the envelope. That is really pushing the envelope there. Scared of the altar. There's a bunch of people that have never been married. Tyra Banks, 44. Mandy Kaling, 38. Well, that's not very, she's not, that's not very, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, 43. Well, of course he's not going to get married. He's playing the field. He can get just about any woman he wants. Why would you ever get married? He just wants to, he plays the field and he's doing the fun. Jamie Foxx, 50. Well, I think he's dating Katie Holmes. He might get married to her, but who knows. Rachel McAdams, 39. Well, she is cute. She's never been married. John Hamm's never been married. Wow, I didn't know that. Jake Gyllenhaal, 37, never been married. Owen Wilson, 49, never been married. Owen Wilson, he's a nutcase. John Hamm is 46, I already read that one. Mary Louise Parker, she's cute. She does the weeds thing. Mary Louise Parker, 53. She did the weeds thing, but she is really a good-looking woman. Really good-looking. But never been married. Winona Ryder, never been married. You know what? Oh, she was engaged with Johnny Depp, but Winona Ryder's from Minnesota. She's from right here from Winona, Minnesota. That's why she's got that name. She's a certified freak nut. Unbelievable. She had a big scandal a few years ago where she was caught shoplifting, and it just about screwed up her career for the longest time. She's just crazy. She's just certifiably crazy. But you know what? I think she's a pretty good actress. In that Stranger Things, she was good. In that Stranger Things, she was really good. And you know what? She wasn't acting. She's real. She's really nuts. And when you have a role like that and you're normally like that, it's real easy to do the role. I can't say this. Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron? I don't know. 42, never been married. Hugh Grant, never been married. Well, Hugh Grant, he's a freak. He loves transgender men and women, and oh man, he goes any which way. He's the freakiest freak of all. He's probably one of those hamster ones that wrap hamsters up with duct tape, like what's his name? I can't remember that guy's name. Pretty Women, you know, whatever the. I can't remember the guy's name, but the story is they wrapped hamsters up with duct tape and put it up their anus, and that's what they do. And I know that Hugh Grant was doing that too. All right, so star Wicked Whisperer, Harry and Meghan, so in love. They embroidered, and it's just sickening. Penny pinching Mila can't resist sales rack. Mila Kunis has plenty of cash in the bank, but she still knows how to stretch $1. Well, guess what? She's from Russia. She's from a small town in Russia, and she had nothing. She knows 2 or 3 languages. She's very intelligent. And when you come from nothing, very poor, you tend to be stringent with your money. She's actually a really cool person, and she's easy to look at. All right, so Big Bang Theory, Kaley Cuoco. Kaley Cuoco? Check it out or email us. Casual business meeting in LA. Scott Bale picking up his snail mail from a post office box in Woodland Hills, California. So they caught somebody caught pictures of 2 people, you know, both of them getting their mail. Calvin Harris, don't know who that is. Jiggly James. Oh yeah, The Late Show. He's actually kind of funny, the English guy. I think he does that car karaoke thing. The Late Show. James Corden isn't finding any reasons to giggle as he watches the number on the scale rise. James is frustrated that he's so fat, admits a friend. He says he's tried everything from fitness and dance classes to low-cal diets, but it's actually putting on weight. Probably due to his funny man's enormous appetite for all things frosted. He has such a sweet tooth, cake is his weakness, and there are always treats around the studio. He just can't seem to ignore his cravings, so. Alright. And they got pictures of Alessandra Ambrosio. I guess she quit Victoria's Secret. She finally retired. She still looks really good. I know she's had 2 or 3 kids too. Pretty amazing. It's in some people's genetics how good they look. Alright, let's see what else we got here for decent stories. There's a new movie out called Annihilation with Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson, Jason LeLay. What's it about? Self-preservation is the first law of nature. In this trippy sci-fi adaptations of Jeff Vandermeer's best-selling Southern Reach trilogy. After her husband returns from Area X on the brink of death, a biologist and former soldier joins a team of scientists that includes the stars on a daring reconnaissance mission into an environmental disaster zone. Well, they got some hot chicks all dressed up with guns. So, I don't know. That movie looks like it's going to bomb to me. Big bomb. Boom. Okay, what do we got? The Cured. Ellen Page is back. She was that teen pregnant one in that movie Up North, or what was it called again? Alaska, or Eskimo, or whatever movie she was in, or whatever it was. She still looks okay. She's a blazing lesbian for sure. Glam Masters. Star. Winter Break. Hunter Mountain. Andrew Zimmerman, star of Bizarre Foods. They've got a good horoscope. Pisces, if your birthday is between February 19th to March 20th, which is coming up here. Oh, it's already into it. March 20th. Yeah. So it's if you're a Pisces, this is your astrological. I forgot what it is. Horoscope, right? Okay. Your bank balance gets a boost. Think big. Don't limit yourself by your own thoughts. If you're prone to impulsive spending, keep credit cards under lock and key. Life balance is important. That's your horoscope. Yeah, credit cards. People, don't get into the credit card black hole. I've been there. It's horrible. Pay the credit cards off. Just cut them up. Maybe keep one for emergency, but just get rid of credit cards. They're so bad. They will ruin your life, or they'll make your life no fun or very difficult. Alright, well, last story here. We're at the back of the magazine. Alyson Alexis set to split. I don't know who that is. Alyson Hannigan. Yeah, I know who she is. And hubby Alexis Denisov has become legends. Wait for it. Dairy estate moguls. With their latest listings has friends and family worried that the couple could be calling it quits, so they're getting a divorce. Looks like they're buying and selling real estate. Big deal. Beyonce. Here's a big Beyonce story. Is Beyonce still worried that Jay-Z will stray? And single ladies beware. Beyonce confronted an unnamed actress who got a little too close to her husband, Jay-Z, after his concert. The starlet touched Jay-Z's chest, and Beyonce came walking up like, bitch. Recalled Girls Trip star Tiffany Haddish. Her demeanor, her body, from the way she walked up on them, said, get your hands off my man's chest. She is Sasha Fierce after all. Yeah, I don't think I'd mess with Beyonce. But you know, Beyonce and that Jay-Z are both Satan-worshipping Luciferians. They're both absolute devil worshippers. And everybody knows that. They've admitted it. Listen to Jay-Z's lyrics and her lyrics too. Listen to what they sing. They're both admitted. They worship Satan. They're Luciferians. Alright, we're back at the back of the page here. Shawn's historic gold medal run. Looks like Shaun White won a record-breaking third Olympic gold medal in the men's half pipe with back-to-back 1440s. So, good way to go, Shaun White, for winning a medal. Guy looks like a spaceman. Look at that. Alright, so that's the Star Magazine. This is the latest and greatest Star Magazine that's just out. Hope you enjoy it. Please like, please check out my other videos. Please subscribe, and please share this if you can. And as always, take care, and I'm signing off.